Good morning, guys. It is another lovely day here in Toronto, and I am still on my roll of trying to make these vlogs informative in some way, whether it's something that actually has to do with training, something that has to do with like anxiety, mental state, all that stuff. But I'm on a roll right now of just trying to make content that isn't just my daily life. I'm trying to give you guys a little bit more. But today is Wednesday, and today is actually a moderate carb day for me, meaning 44 grams of fat, 120 grams of carb, and 110 grams of protein. I'm pretty sure I already took you guys through a little bit of some of the snacks that I ate, so won't be showing too much of what I eat unless I decide I want to. But right now, I'm actually getting ready to have a shake because honestly, every single morning, I don't really wake up with a massive appetite. Why is it so dark? I'm sorry, the lighting is honestly not the greatest in this place that I'm staying at, but every single morning, I don't always wake up with an appetite, and right now, I've been hating eggs, like for the life of me. I do not want to eat them. I think I've spent so much time eating them. So as you guys know, I'm using the protein powder as my tripod. Hold on one sec. This is actually much better. I'm using now the Beyond BCAAs and peanut butter as my tripod because I'm too lazy to grab my actual tripod. As you guys know, every single morning I always take the Oxyway Mocha protein powder with some sort of like healthy carb, like fruits, like strawberries, bananas, stuff like that totally works for me. And HP Labs is actually having a sale just through this week where if you enter the discount code Jazzy20, you save 20% on your order instead of the usual 10% that you get with Jasmine 10. So I definitely encourage, if you've been wanting to try any of the products, to do that. And you could totally leave comments below if you're curious about any of the products. I'll totally get back to you. Just want to let you guys know about that. I'm going to take my shake right now. I'll be right back. Random note. Have you ever left a shaker bottle in your sink for like, oh, I don't know, 2 to 3 days without rinsing it? It's horrible. It's actually disgusting. So, yeah. So on my moderate and low carb days, I generally ditch out. I know I've been telling you guys, like for my pre-workout, I'll take coconut water and the Nature Valley granola bars, but on my moderate and low carb days, since I don't really have as many carbs to play with, I usually ditch out on the coconut water. I still take the granola bars because I do like the carbs and I do love granolas, and so when I replace the coconut water, that is when I take the shake. Gonna get my Nature Valley granola. I might even have a scoop of peanut butter. Jazz is outdoing herself today. What? And of course, taking my usual 2 of my gummies. I decided I'm not taking 4 anymore because 8 carbs for 4 gummies isn't doing it for me. And then I'm gonna take 2 fish oil pills. Don't know what I meant by the oats and honey Nature Valley granola bars. These are it. They're 9 grams of fat, 31 grams of carbs, apparently 3 grams of fiber in there, and 4 grams of protein. It's just a nice little carb source before I train. So there you have it. As many of you know, I've been 10,000 steps a day that I've been trying to get in, and I've actually been quite successful with it. In Toronto, it's obviously been really, really freaking hot. Today it's actually nice, there's a cool breeze, but it's been boiling hot. So I've been telling you guys that I'm gonna be filming my skincare routine, but in the meantime, I figured I would show you guys what I use as like body care, like for SPF and stuff, because obviously the more time you spend in the sun, the more inclined you are to getting sunburn and like premature wrinkling and all that stuff. So I have been using the Kiss My Face 50 Cool Sport Air Powdered Spray. I actually got this at Whole Foods probably, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And as you guys know, I do all my shopping there. So this is pretty cool because it is 50 SPF and it hydrates and cools the skin. So it has things like chamomile, vitamin A and C, aloe, which is obviously huge for that. That is pretty much it. And it's really simple. You just, it's locked, I'm sorry. You just spray it on your skin and then rub it in.
How much for a flex show?
If you guys are interested, I'll leave like a link below to the Whole Foods website where you can find the product. And now I'm here. I'm already at Fortis and it's time to train. OHP, let's do it. just finished up at the gym a little bit ago and ended up on, is this King Street West? Yes, on King Street West, and look at this. A bunch of sushi. So I haven't had much to eat today. I have a lot of carbs and fats to play with. So I'm gonna be eating all of this. Just kidding, I wish. I'm probably gonna have like 6 of these rolls, and my friends here will eat the rest of the 40 rolls. I think that's spicy tuna, California roll, green dragon roll. Oh, no. I don't know what the rest are, but they're gonna be good. Turn that off. Just got back from eating, and I am pretty proud of myself because I had so much sushi and so much food in front of me, but I kept my control and I tracked everything. I do believe it is okay to eat out when you are cutting. If you're going to eat out, just make sure that you track everything appropriately if you really want to be consistent and on it. So what I do when I eat out is I like to overestimate a little bit. So I ended up estimating that I had about 25 grams of fat, I think 75 grams of carbs, and roughly 20 grams of protein. But my last little mini thing that I want to quickly talk about is I was able to do pull-ups today, which is like huge for me. I've been trying to do pull-ups since I like first got into fitness. Like, it has been a goal of mine since the beginning. When I would see girls do pull-ups, I'm like, that is strong, that is amazing, I want to be able to do that one day. So Omar recently updated my programming where I now have a chin-ups program. It's been designed for me and how many chin-ups I was able to do on my own, which was like about 3 reps. So then we would do 6 sets of 3, 7 sets of 3, 8 sets of 3, and whatever. It was all very specific programming. And then today, for the hell of it, after like 4 or 5 sets of chin-ups, I was like, hey, do you think that I could try doing some pull-ups today? And there I went with my, for the first set I was able to do like 3, and then I stopped because I got too excited, and then I waited like 2 minutes and I did another set of 4. I probably could have gotten 5, but again, I just dangled there, and he's like, what are you doing? And so I was super excited about that. So the next goal is to get 10 pull-ups. I don't think it'll take me that long. I have faith that I can get there. So that's a little mini goal of mine. That's enough updates. Let's switch up the setting. I recently put something up on pretty much all my social media platforms, and I asked you guys if you would be open to hearing about anxiety. Maybe just like a little bit of a rant, an open discussion, no clear direction with it. So a lot of you guys seem very open to it, and so that is what I'm going to do for the next couple of minutes before this video ends. Anxiety is nothing new to me. I've definitely talked about it on the channel quite a few times. I've struggled with anxiety since I was a little girl, and in my opinion, anxiety is pretty common amongst everybody in today's day and age, with how attached we are to social media and how society kind of shows us life is supposed to be. All these different things, I think, impact the way that we think on a regular basis, and thus causes a lot of unnecessary stress. I feel as though a lot of people have began to just accept anxiety and just deal with the random panic attacks and deal with constantly worrying, and no one's really looking for a fix anymore. And if they are looking for a fix, it's through medication. And I'm not one to speak on medication. I personally don't take it, but there are some people out there that feel that medication is able to help them. But I'd like to think that anxiety is something that you can cure within yourself if you give it the proper amount of attention that it deserves. The influence that anxiety has on you is it can very quickly alter your way of thinking. It can put your body into shock. It can actually cause health problems. I've had so many people around me change their entire lifestyle due to constantly being fearful of unrealistic things and things that are in the future or in the past, or it's from abandonment issues or it's health issues. It's always something. Anxiety has this tendency to really ruin your life if you allow it to, if it's very, very extreme. And from the comments that I've been getting from you guys, it seems to be very normal. Like, it seems like all of you guys have had your fair share of anxiety attacks and feeling discouraged and like there's no hope to get out of it. When you're having anxiety, you actually feel, this might sound crazy for those of you who don't understand anxiety, but for those of you that do understand anxiety, comment below so I know I'm not alone in this. You genuinely feel in that moment like you're dying, or like you need to go to the hospital because your body is just in a state of shock. Your heart is pounding, your hands are clammy, your head is spinning, or you're lightheaded, or you're getting a migraine, or just all these different horrible symptoms. You genuinely just become consumed in your thoughts and you fry yourself. We do this to ourselves. So now that we know the influence that anxiety has on us, I want to talk about some of the things I've been able to do to help myself. So anyway, my anxiety came back. It's been back. It's going away now to the point where I feel comfortable enough to talk on camera and potentially help some of you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys the 5 things that I've been doing that bring me absolute comfort and peace within myself. The first thing that I decided to do was I went online and I looked for one of the best anti-anxiety books I could find, or maybe not anti-anxiety, but like books to help, a self-help book for anxiety that I could find. And I was able to find this book online, and it's called The Worry Trick: How Your Brain Tricks You into Expecting the Worst and What You Can Do About It. I posted this on Snapchat, and I was absolutely amazed. All I put was, if you deal with anxiety, check out this book. And 1,000 of you guys screenshot this book and sent me some sort of message about how you ended up purchasing it. Here are just a few of the photos that I received from you guys saying that you purchased the book, and that was when I realized I needed to make this video. I was like, this is absolutely incredible. I'm not gonna dive into what this book covers, what they talk about. I'm still reading it myself, but what I can say is that it will take you through a journey of understanding yourself and understanding your emotions and understanding how to navigate through it rather than avoiding it and having a freaking breakdown like I did. The second thing that I did is I'm going back to seeing a therapist, and there are so many false ideas on therapy. Everybody has their own problems. Everyone has things that they're going through. So I took all the time in the world to make sure that I found a therapist that would be able to help me with my specific issues. Therapists are not there for life. They're there to help you, through a couple of weeks, to help you figure out how to kind of get through situations and help you learn how to do it on your own. So that's the second thing. The third thing is yoga, and not hot yoga, not like acro yoga or anything like that, but the particular class that I'm taking is called yin/meditation. It's actually pretty amazing. I've heard about a lot of people cure their anxiety by just doing yoga 4 to 5 times a week. The relaxation one has been really good for me. Who knows, maybe I'll try another form of yoga in the future, but right now, meditation is doing it for me. The fourth thing is I'm lucky enough to have people that I can talk to about my anxiety, people that go through anxiety, people that don't have anxiety, and people who are just deeply philosophical. Those are actually the 3 different people that I talk to, and those are the 3 different categories that I put them into. That is definitely something that helps, and if you guys are watching this by chance, thank you so much for allowing me to talk your ear off for an hour, 2 hours, however long it is, and allowing me to go through my up and down roller coaster. If it weren't for you guys, I don't know what I'd do. The final thing that I'm gonna say has helped me specifically for the anxiety that I have is becoming more self-aware with who I am, who I want to be, and how I want to be perceived. For a long time, and I'll be talking about this in future videos, I became very sucked up in fitting an image, fitting a personality, because I thought it made other people happy. I felt like I needed to be a specific way to please others, and it was never about pleasing myself. So right now I'm currently on this journey, expedition, traveling experience to finding myself and who I want to be. I honestly think it's something that is totally healthy and normal to go through in your 20s. So those are the 5 things that have been helping me, and I'm so sorry that this went on for so long, but it feels so good to talk about these things. And if you guys have any questions, if you have any other topics you'd like me to cover, please do not hesitate to comment that down below. I am more than willing to do these topics and these open discussions if you guys are open to it. So if you guys like stuff like this, make sure to like the video, show your support. That will be more than enough to show me that you guys appreciate these topic discussions and enjoy them as much as I enjoy talking about them. So that's gonna be the end of this video. I've kept you guys here for a long enough time. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys to absolute pieces. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace out.